Today was the first day at school for George. He stepped through the big school gates. His tiny hands clutched his backpack straps. George entered his classroom. He stood quietly, unsure where to go. George found a seat and sat down. Soon the class started. During the class, the teacher asked George a question and he answered it correctly. The teacher smiled and praised him. The class also appreciated George for his answer. It made him feel proud and a little more confident. Soon, lunchtime arrived and George put his lunchbox in front of him. He then heard a friendly hi. George turned around and saw a classmate smiling at him, praising his performance in class. George was confused as he hadn't expected a greeting from his classmate. He didn't know what to say at first. Then, another classmate sitting nearby also praised George, making him feel even more surprised and happy. George smiled and thanked them for being so kind. He felt grateful for their friendly welcome. They all sat together and started talking. After a while, one of them suggested, "Let's go to the playground." Hearing the word playground, George's eyes lit up. He quickly stood up and grabbed his backpack. They headed to the playground where slides and swings filled the space. George felt a wave of happiness as he looked around. One of his friends on the swing giggled and asked George to join and have a swing with them. All of the George's friends encouraged him to join the fun. George hopped into the swing area. His heart was racing with excitement. He jumped onto the swing and kicked off the ground, swinging higher and higher. His friends cheered, making him feel even happier. The next day, George went to school with excitement. He now had friends and he couldn't wait to see what the day would bring.